oil cooler fan assembly. I'm gonna open it up. That's what it looks like. There's the permanent type oil cooler fan assembly. Little fan in the back. And of course they give us a hose, which I don't think I'm going to replace because it's a brand new bike. Comes with the, looks like some rubber grommets and hose clamps. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this oil cover, the plastic cover. So under this, there is these rubber grommets right here. There and there. According to the manual, we just pull this forward. I'm going to do that. Yep. Pull forward and these covers just fall right off. There it is. These rubber grommets that's on the bottom. They just pop right off. Alright, so we're going to have to remove the oil hose. I will immediately plug one side with this quarter 20 hex, and the other side I will cap it with this little red cap that came with it, and that should hold off from dripping while I move to the next one. This one's a bigger hose side, so they're both different sizes. One of them is smaller, the other one's bigger. The bigger hose, which is on the left side of the bike, I'm going to use this socket hex to clog the hose as soon as I pull it out, and use the cap that came with it to cap the radiator so we don't continue to drip oil. Okay, so you can see that there's a latch here. Use a screwdriver. There's a latch right there and a latch here. It's like a double latch that's holding the edge together. Let me see if I can expand this. That's gonna work. There it is. There. Okay, so it's released. This is released. See that? It popped out. So this is going to be disposed of, so we don't care. We probably want to bend it out of the way so we can get it out. I'm not going to replace the hose because it's still new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to tear into the good hose that I'm going to be using. So now it's just a matter of loosening this part. So WD-40. Some oil in there. Should be it. Alright. Now it's loose. You see that? It wasn't wiggling now. Now it's wiggling. I'll probably pull this by hand. Yep, I can pull it by hand. So that came out a little bit. There. That's better. That'll hold it. Okay, so that's out. Okay, so next we're gonna do this hose on the left side of the bike. You can see that the tab, you just need to pull that tab off. This side's a little easier. We can come in from the top and just pry that. There. Push it to the left so that it would get off that latch. Clamp when we take it out. There. It's off. Now we'll use the hot pliers to wiggle it again. Gently now. As soon as it comes loose, you can see that it's loose. It'll come out quite easily. I didn't put a lot of pressure on it. You can see the hose is beginning to back off. Back it up. Okay. Okay, that's almost out. I will just use my hand now. Gotta be careful not to pinch that. Okay. So I'm ready to clog it up here. Okay, now with this out of the way, we can work on these bolts. Like so. It's a T27 Torx, but I took a flashlight and I look under there and I saw that it looks like it's Loctited in. So it's going to be extremely tight to remove. The size, it's only a T27. If that's a strong Loctite, you could strip the Torx head. So what I suggest is use something like this. This is a soldering iron. It's extremely hot, and stick it on the back of the bolt. Once it gets hot enough, the Loctite will loosen up. I don't use a flame torch because there's a lot of stuff that's flammable there. You can accidentally sear the oil hose, or you can burn off the powder coating on the surface there. So I'm just going to use this to heat it up. So holding it against that bolt, and I applied a little bit of solder right where this is seating, like so. Right, so it transferred the heat a little bit faster to the bolt. So I put some of that solder onto here to help transfer the heat over faster. And it's taking a while. It's beginning to melt on top of the screws. And then as it gets hotter, you'll know that the solder starts to melt on the bolt itself. Although it's literally almost 10 minutes. Yeah, my hand is aching from holding this freaking solder gun. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to turn this. Oh, and there it goes. Like almost no force. Okay. I could use a screwdriver now. Just a hand driver. And turn it. Yeah. It's coming out. There is thread lock. You can see that. Is you need to heat this up so that the thread lock starts to melt or loosens up. We're on the right side now. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this soldering iron, put the flat side there. I'm going to try to heat it up. I don't know if there's any other way to loosen that Loctite, so it's not really melting. Solder's not really sticking to the screw yet. That tells me it's not hot enough yet. Alright, let me see. It should be hot enough. I'm going to try it. Try to turn that screw. Okay, it's out. There it is. As I remove the screw, it's the last one. There it is. Oh, okay, there it is. There's a slot on top, right here. That's what it looks like. You just need to push it up and then pull out. It's like a letter T, kinda. There. There's the fan connector. It's already there. It's got a blank you can remove. There it is. It's just a dust cover. So there's the connector. Alright, that one in there, but let's mount this in first. Start bending the radiator. There it's in. So it just went in and seated. Tight the screw. We'll put a little bit of Loctite on. Put it back in. We'll set this to about 100 inch-pounds. Okay. Okay. Now they gave us new rubber grommets, see, that's in here. We'll have to take these off of here first, right? And they come right off. We're gonna have to install these grommets into the radiator first. See? See how they're seated now? Once that's in, then you can easily push as you push in. Alright, it's in. Here we go. Now we'll just... The kit does come with these screw-on type of hose clamp. I just happen to have the crimp-on type, so I'm going to use the crimp-on. Now we'll connect the hose. Down. I capped the other side already, so if the oil flows out of here, it will not continue to flow out the other side. There. Take this cap off. And we'll put this here. There. Put this clamp in here. So let's clamp this in. And it's there. Okay. Okay, I have the electrical wires connected now. So I snapped it back on. So the fan is connected. The grommet's in. So all we have to do now is just put in the plastic. Okay, my battery on my main camera quit on me, so I just snapped the cover back on. Put in the top first, and then just push the bottom in. I'll activate the oil cooler fan and the cool fan both at the same time when I bring it into the 1,000 mile service.